Hello, welcome and namaste everybody. We welcome you all in our weekly family reunion of SIP Module 1 Universal Human Values. We have our resource person and coach pro Deepa Didi with us. Ji, Deepa Didi, namaste, welcome.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste, everyone. I shall share the screen from my side.
Ji, welcome. Your voice is clear.
Okay. Is it visible, Bhaiya?
Yes, this is visual. It's full screen and your voice is also clear. Welcome, Didi. Over to you.
Fine. Thank you. Namaste, everyone. Welcoming you all to our weekly reunion on Student Induction Program, Universal Human Value Module. So, till now, we were discussing about some proposals. To have a recap of the things what we discussed so far, during the Student Induction Program, we start the session by introducing ourselves, and we ask the students to introduce themselves, and then we'll give them an assignment to make a table to write about their concerns and also their aspirations. Through this assignment, actually what we want to what we are going to do is to make them understand how this universal human value course can help them in addressing their concerns and achieving their aspirations. And after that, we discussed about the basic human aspiration. So whatever aspirations the students may be saying about many aspirations, many different type of aspirations, then after the discussions through the exploration, we are coming to this understanding that basic human aspiration is the same for everyone. It is happiness and prosperity in continuity. And the program to achieve this basic human aspiration is understanding harmony and living in harmony in all 4 levels. This is what we discussed in the previous session. Then we started with the first level, individual level. There we discussed the proposal. Human being is a coexistence of self and body. So in the previous session, we were discussing about the health aspects. Self-regulation, feeling of self-regulation. So through that, we were addressing the concern of the students, like sometimes they are losing the time, they become unhealthy and they won't be able to complete their work. So such concerns we were addressing through that health session, how they will be able to maintain a healthy life with a feeling of self-regulation. This is what we discussed in the previous session. Now in today's session, we are addressing the concerns like anger, mistrust, fear. So we are discussing the foundation of relationship, trust. So we'll continue with this discussion. Yes. Yeah, just to recall the previous session, we explored for human being, physical facility is necessary, but relationship is also necessary. To live with fulfillment in relationship, right understanding of relationship is also necessary. Right understanding, relationship, and physical facility is necessary for every human being. Then we discussed human being is a coexistence of self and body. Self and body are two realities. They are coexisting. Need of the self and need of the body are different. The need of the self is continuous happiness, which is fulfilled by right understanding and right feeling. Physical facility is required to fulfill the need of the body. It is required only for nurturing, protecting, and right utilization of the body. This is what we discussed in the previous session. Any comments or any reflections related to these proposals? Any of you want to say anything? Can I get some reflections? So with this introduction, we will try to explore the relationship. We will start our exploration on relationship in this session. So let me ask you one question. Whenever we say this word relationship, what comes to your mind? What or whom comes to your mind? What do you think about this word relationship? Can I get some responses? Whenever we listen to this term relationship, what is coming to our mind? Can I get some responses through the chat box? What is naturally acceptable to us? To live in relationship or to live in opposition? That also you can respond. We will try to explore this proposal on the basis of our natural acceptance. So can I get some responses? What is natural acceptance? What is naturally acceptable to us? To live in relationship or to live in opposition? If you are thinking relationship, you can write R. Yeah, Jagdish Babuji is writing relationship. Or to live in opposition, R or O. Naturally acceptable to us. We all want to live in relationship. So what is natural acceptance? This also we discussed earlier. It's different from acceptance. We all have acceptances, different acceptances, different for everyone. Like I may be saying I like tea, someone else may be saying he like coffee. So our acceptances are different. With respect to color, we have different choices. I may like blue color, someone may be saying that he likes green color. So those are our acceptances. Then what is this natural acceptance? Natural acceptance is same for everyone. Irrespective of age, place, gender, time, it is same for everyone. Like the question what I was asking, what is naturally acceptable to you? Relationship or opposition? All of you are able to see that it is relationship. Whether it will be changing or it will be same every time. Yes, it will be same every time, irrespective of persons, place, it will be same for everyone. The same way, let me ask you one more question. Do you want to live a healthy life or want to live an unhealthy life? Healthy or unhealthy? What do you think about this? You can respond. If you think healthy, you can write H. Unhealthy, you can write UH. That also where we are getting this answer. All of us, we get the same answer. We can call it as our innate faculty, natural acceptance. It's an innate faculty. It's there within us. If you are able to refer this natural acceptance, it can lead to right understanding. That's what we discussed in the previous session. So here also, now we are going to explore relationship, right understanding of feeling in relationship. We need to verify these proposals on the basis of natural acceptance. So whenever we see this term relationship, what is coming to our mind? Someone may be saying that thinking about my mother, someone may be saying that thinking about my parents, spouse, children, family. Mostly all of us, many of us may be saying that whenever we listen to this term relationship, we think about our family. It's very natural. From our childhood onwards, each of us are coming from different families. We see our family members, we feel related to them, blood relationship. When we grow up, when we go to school, college, we may be having different friends of different ages. So we feel related to them also. Then neighbors, we may be able to develop a relationship with our neighbors. Classmates, teachers in school, college, batchmates. So are we able to see this relationship with all people who come across with us, or only to some people? What do you think about this? Are we able to see this relationship with everyone or only to some people? You can respond. So how do we want to live with them? With our family members, with our classmates, teachers, neighbors, friends. How do we want to live with them? With mutual fulfillment, mutual happiness, or some other way. Do we want to live in relationship by fulfilling the relationship, or do we want to live in opposition with them? What is our natural acceptance? What do you think about this? The harmony in the family has primarily to do with the fulfillment of relationship between one human being and the other human being. In order to fulfill relationship, it is necessary to understand relationship. Do we want to understand the relationship? Are we able to see that there is a relationship between human beings? Kindly respond. Are we able to see that there is a relationship between human beings? Do we want to understand relationship? To have a fulfilling relationship, do we want to understand relationship? We will explore into that. So there are 4 proposals here. Relationship, first one. These are the 4 aspects to understand about relationship. First one is relationship is already there, whether we recognize it or not. We may be aware about that sometimes, or sometimes we are not aware about that. Then also, either recognizing or not, relationship is already there between oneself and other self. Are we able to see this? Relationship is already there between oneself and other self. Body is only used for expressing the relationship. Second proposal, there are feelings in relationship in oneself for the other self. Third one, these feelings can be recognized. They are definite. What do you think about this? Are we able to see these feelings? Are they definite? Whether we will be able to talk about these feelings? Their fulfillment leads to mutual happiness. So, relationship is between oneself and other self. There are feelings in relationship. These feelings can be recognized. They are definite. Their fulfillment leads to mutual happiness. Anyone want to comment anything on this? Any reflections? So what do you think about this? Let me ask you one question related to this. There are feelings in relationship, but are we able to see this? Are we able to talk about this? What do you think about this? Are they definite or they are abstract? Can I get some responses? What do you think about these feelings? Are they definite or are they abstract? We are able to talk about these feelings, and also related to this, are we able to see that relationship is there between oneself and another self, everyone, between every human being, even between other elements in the nature, like maybe animals, plants, trees, everything in the nature. Are we able to see this relationship? But here we are talking about the relationship between oneself and another self. Let me tell you one example. When you are traveling, sometimes we may notice in the road maybe an accident or something. Do we feel like helping them or we move away? Why do we have that feeling? Maybe those people may be strangers, but we may have a feeling of helping them because of our feeling of relationship. Even though those are strangers, we may be having a feeling for helping them because relationship is already there. We are not recognizing it. Any comments? Any reflections? You can raise your hand. You can provide you the mic. And if you want to respond something, otherwise we'll discuss further on this. So your feelings are there in the relationship. So what is naturally acceptable to us? So this one you can respond. Feeling of trust or mistrust. You can respond. Trust or mistrust. Feeling of respect or disrespect. Feeling of affection or jealousy. Feeling of gratitude or ingratitude. Feeling of love or hatred. All of us can ask this question to ourselves. What is naturally acceptable to us? So all of us are able to get the same answer. Yes, Jagdish Babuji is writing. Trust, respect, affection, gratitude, love. So all these feelings are naturally acceptable to us. When we have these feelings in us, does it lead to our happiness? What do you think about this? If I have the feeling of trust, respect, affection, and gratitude, does it lead to our happiness? When we express them to other, does it lead to happiness of the other? What do you think about this? Yes. Yes. Are we able to see this? Nice. When we have these feelings in us, all these naturally acceptable feelings in us, it leads to our happiness. If you are having these feelings, we won't be expecting these feelings from others. We will be able to share these feelings with others so that it may lead to mutual happiness. Instead, if we are not having these feelings in us, we will be expecting these feelings from others. Every time we will be demanding these feelings from others. It may lead to complaints and unhappiness. So let us see this question. Can we see that our complaints in relationship are due to the absence of one or more of these feelings? What do you think about this? We are complaining for many things, even in our home, in our workplace, even with the strangers. We have many complaints. Why all these are happening every time? Even though we don't want to complain or we don't need that unhappiness, we may be having different complaints about different people, with our friends, with our siblings. Many times we try to patch up with these disagreements, arguments, but again the next time it will happen. Why it is happening? We may be having a feeling of mistrust. We may think that others are not respecting us. We may feel jealousy with someone. Why it is happening? Sometimes with our family members or with our friends, we will try to explain all these issues and we will try to patch up this, and then for bringing them back to harmony, what we'll do? We'll provide some physical facilities, thinking that it can bring back the happiness in our relationship. But does it work? What is your reflection? Maybe I can tell you one example. If your husband or wife, they're forgetting about your birthday or your wedding day, what will happen? The wife may be saying, "Oh, you won't remember anything." So uh, there can be an issue among them. There can be some. She may be complaining, and husband may be thinking that he can bring some gift next day when he is coming back from office, thinking that this gift or physical facility can bring back the harmony in their relationship. But will it work continuously? Providing this physical facility and bringing back harmony in the relationship, will it work continuously? So what is required? Do we need to understand relationship for fulfilling this relationship? Do we need to understand it? We look into that. So what is the current state? Today we are unhappy because we have not understood these feelings and we assume that they are not in us. We are not able to see see these feelings within us. So what we do? We only expect the other to express these feelings to us. We think that the other person, they need to show us some care. They need to uh, They need to show the gratitude towards us. They need to show us the respect. Even when you are going to college morning, the near the gate, the gatekeeper, the watcher, he is saluting you. So you are happy. Are we able to see that happiness? Oh, he is respecting me. It's only an expression. And in the classroom, sometimes what happens when we are entering to the classroom, the students, we do think that the students are supposed to stand up and say good morning, or they need to wish us good morning, good afternoon, like that. We are expecting that. What we are thinking that all these expressions, through all these expressions, we are trying to get respect. Are we able to see this in our daily life? We are expecting these feelings from others through expressions. If the other expresses these feelings, we feel happy. If the other does not express these feelings to us, we feel unhappy. And also we relate respect with physical facility. We may think that if you are having a very big uh, house, very big car, and very expensive gadgets, we can get respect from others. And also we copy appearance, language, lifestyle from others. This is what we usually see in the campuses. When the students, they are very new to the campus, they try to imitate their seniors, even in their language, in their dressing, way of, in their behavior, even how the type of food what they are eating, they try to imitate their seniors. And also we can notice the children in our home when they are very young baby, they try to imitate their parents, how mother is dressing. If the baby is a girl, she will try to dress up in the same manner as her mother is dressing up. And she will try to take the mobile phone and try to talk in the same manner through the phone, pretending that she is talking with someone, just imitating others. Why baby is doing like this? She's also expecting these feelings from others, showing that she's also important in the family. And if there are some old people in our family, elders, they also try to get the attention of others. Are we able to see this? What all these things shows us? They think that they are they can get these feelings from others. They are demanding these feelings from others. Are we able to see this in our daily life? Any comments? If you want to reflect or say something regarding this. So what we are discussing is relationship is between oneself and other self. It is already there. We don't want to create it. We just want to see this relationship. So how can we understand this relationship? That's what we are going to explore. Today, people are not able to express feeling of respect to others because they don't have it, but they are trying to get it from others. That's what is happening. We are not able to express this feeling of others. If we are not having anything with us, we won't be able to give it to others. It's like everyone is begging for respect and everybody's bowl is empty. If we have something with us, then only we will be able to share it with others. But what is the current state? Everyone is expecting these feelings. Why? Because their bowl is empty. So they are not able to share it with others. Are we able to see this? Any comments? What can be done? What is the way forward? The most fundamental thing is to understand these feelings. In this way, understanding the feeling, ensuring the feeling, expressing the feeling, and the right evaluation of the feeling lead to mutual happiness. So first we need to understand the feeling. Then we need to ensure the feeling within us. Then if you are able to ensure this feeling within us, we will be able to express the feeling with right evaluation so that it will lead to mutual happiness. We'll try to understand the feelings starting with trust. Trust is the foundation feeling. We'll try to understand trust. So we'll start with this foundational value, trust. Trust is considered as the foundational value. So we'll evaluate this trust. What is the proposal? Trust to be assured. It's an assurance to have the clarity that the other wants to make me happy and prosperous. This is the proposal for trust. If you are having trust with another person, we have the clarity, we need to have the clarity that the other person want to make me happy and prosperous. So this clarity will assure the trust between two individuals. It's an assurance. If you just think about two people, or if you can think about anyone in your family, you can just think about this, whether he or she is trustworthy. Am I able to trust him? How to check that? If you have the clarity that he or she want to make me happy and prosperous, I can have trust. So we'll try to see that how to evaluate trust between two individuals. You can think about anyone in your family. So there are a set of questions. So we will try to evaluate the trust between two individuals. We will make this session interactive. All of us need to respond to the chat box so that we can continue with this exploration process. So let me ask these questions. Kindly respond so that we'll be able to move forward. So you can do one thing. You can think about any person in your family or anyone. So this first set of questions, it's regarding the natural acceptance. So let me ask this first question. I want to make myself happy. What do you think about this? Yes or no? I want to make myself happy. Yes. Nirupam B is writing. Yes. I want to make myself happy. Yes. Nice. All of us want to make us happy. 2A, I want to make the other happy. You can think about any person. Do I want to make the other person happy? Anyone. Even in your home, any stranger or anyone, what do you think about? Do I want to make the other happy? Yes. That's my natural acceptance. I want to make myself happy. I want to make other happy. Nice. Then, what's the next question? The other want to make herself or himself happy. The same person whom you were thinking about, what do you think about that? He want to make himself or herself happy. What's your answer? Yes. Yes, nice. We are able to see that he want to make himself or herself happy. Now see this last question. The other want to make me happy. What do you think about this? He want to make me happy or not? Or she want to make me happy or not? What is your answer? Are we able to say an exact answer to this? Or perhaps not always. That's what Nirupamdi is writing. What about others? We have a doubt on this. Are we able to see this doubt? With respect to the first question, I want to make myself happy. I'm sure I want to make. So we can put a tick mark. I want to make the other happy. That also I'm sure. So there is a tick mark. The other want to make herself or himself happy. Sure. Again a tick mark. So for the last question, 4A, the other want to make me happy. I'm a bit doubtful whether he want to make me happy. Not always. Maybe sometimes. I'm not sure. That depends on his mood. I have many confusions. That's why there is a question mark. Actually, all these questions we need to refer, we need to answer by referring our natural acceptance. What's our natural acceptance? By referring our natural acceptance, we can answer this question. What is naturally acceptable to you based on our intention? I want to make myself happy. That's my intention, my natural acceptance. I want to make the other happy. The other want to make herself or himself happy. What is her natural acceptance? The other want to make me happy. There also we need to see the natural acceptance. Yes. Now we'll see another set of questions also. Then we'll come back to this. About your ability, about my ability. So the first set of questions, we were checking our natural acceptance. Am I able to do that? That's what we are going to do now, about my ability. I am able to make myself always happy. Are we? Am I? What do you think about this? My natural acceptance is I want to make myself happy. But what is my ability? Am I able to make myself always happy? Kindly respond. Are we able to make ourselves always happy? What do you think about this? You can respond. No. Nirupamdi is saying no. Not always. Nice. Then we'll see the second question. I am able to make the other always happy. Is it possible? Am I able to make the other always happy? Can I do that? Can I make the other always happy? Not always. Yes. We'll try to make the other person happy, but sometimes it's not possible. We will try to make ourselves always happy, but not always. Are we able to see this? Then we'll see the next question also. The other is able to make herself or himself always happy. First two questions were related to my ability. Third question is related to the other person's ability. Is she or he able to make himself or herself always happy? No. Yes. I'm not able to make myself happy. So the same way I'm thinking that the other person is also like that. He or she is not able to make herself not always happy. The other is able to make me always happy. What do you think about this? I'm not able to make myself always happy. I'm not able to make the other always happy. Then what about the other person? Is she or he able to make me always happy? No. So that case little more affirmative, because I can see that I'm not able to make myself always happy. Then how the other person is able to make me always happy? We'll see the answers again. I'm able to make myself always happy? Not sure, not always. That's why there is a question mark. I'm able to make the other always happy? That also I'm not sure all the time, because every time it's not possible. Sometimes I can make the other person happy, but sometimes it won't work. Whatever I'm doing, it won't work. My ability is not up to that. Then the other is able to make himself or herself happy. So it's also same. I am not able to make myself happy the same way the other person also, not always. Then what about the other? What is the other person's ability in making me always happy? Double question mark means more sure I can say that it's difficult. I'm not sure. So double question mark. So left side, the questions are about my natural acceptance. Right side, the questions are about my ability. So what's my competence? Desire, thought, and expectation. Based on desire, thought, and expectation, imagination is going on continuously within us, each of us. It is there, but the content of imagination is different for different people. So our competence is based on the content of imagination. So we'll see that. So if we see the first two set of questions, it's regarding my natural acceptance. I want to make myself always happy. I want to make the other always happy. It's my natural acceptance. I am sure about my natural acceptance. But what about the other person? Actually, natural acceptance is same for everyone. If I have the natural acceptance for making me always happy and for making the other person always happy, the other person also will be having the same natural acceptance. Actually, 2A and 4A. I want to make the other always happy. The same way, the other also want to make me happy. These two are reflections. 2A and 4A are same only. If I think I can make you happy, you also may be thinking that you want to make me happy. Not ability, your natural acceptance is for making me happy. Are you able to see these two questions as reflections of both of your natural acceptance? But what about this 4B? The other able to make me always happy. That is the ability of the person. The other person's ability. So I'm considering the other person's ability. I'm doubting his natural acceptance as his ability. That's why I'm saying a question mark. I'm not sure whether he or he want to make me happy always. I'm not sure. That means I'm not able to see his intention. I'm doubting his intention by considering that his ability as his intention. Any comments? Any reflections related to this? And if you want to say anything? Are we able to see this? So my natural acceptance and the other person's natural acceptance, that means intention, it's the same. But ability, our competence is different. Based on the content of imagination, competence is different. So what we usually do when we evaluate the trust of the other person, we consider the intention of the other person as his competence. That's why I'm saying I'm not sure. But actually, natural acceptance is same for both of us. If I want to make the other happy, the other also may be thinking in the same way. His natural acceptance is same. I'm not able to see this. I'm not able to see his natural acceptance. And I doubt his intention. Doubting this intention is the reason for problems in our relationship. Doubt on intention is the major reason for problems in relationship. So our content of imagination, desire, thought, and expectation is guided by preconditioning, sensation, and natural acceptance. Majority of this content is guided by preconditioning. So I have many preconditions about the other person. He or she is like that. So she won't be able to make me happy. I'm doubting her intention. So it will be reflected in my behavior and work. Doubting the intention of the other person, I may be under the impression that he or she is doing like this because they don't want to make me happy. I'm not having the trust. I think that they don't want to make me happy and doubt their intention. Actually, it's their lack of competence, but I'm not able to see this. So what will happen? I will get angry and it will be reflected in my work and my behavior. Are we able to see this? There are many examples related to our life. The same incident we may consider, we may reflect, we may say in a different manner. If we are thinking about ourselves and when we are talking about the other person, this is a very common example. This can usually happens in our home, in the kitchen, when we are working in the kitchen. Glass may be breaking by accident. If it is from my hand, then what I will be saying? Oh, the glass broke by accident. Oh, by accidentally, I broke the glass. But what about the other person? I'll get irritated. And I may be saying that the other broke a glass. Are we able to see this difference? If the other makes a mistake even once, I doubt his intention. And I may be saying that he makes the mistake intentionally. Then what will happen? I may be having a feeling of opposition. I may be getting irritated, angry, and I reinforce that the other is bad, cannot improve. He always do like that. Maybe when we talk about a friend, he's coming late. And what we may be saying, every time he do like this only. We are doubting his intention. But the same thing can happen with me also. When you are coming late, what will be your excuse? Oh, sorry, I'm late because my bus got late. You may be having 100 many excuses. Try to reinforce that I am good. But what about the other person? I reinforce the other is bad, cannot improve. See the glass example about myself. Even if I make the same mistake 100 times, I never doubt my intention. I will all the time saying that, sorry, it it happened by accident because I have a feeling I am special. I reinforce, I am good. I do not make effort to improve my competence because I have this feeling. I am special. I will never do like this. I do everything perfect. It happened accidentally. So last week also the glass was broken. Oh, sorry, that time also it happened accidentally. Every time why it is happening? 100 times if I'm making the same mistake, then also I will try to justify me. But if my friend or someone in my family or anyone, I'll be shouting, I'll be getting angry. Why it is happening? Doubting the intention of the other person. I may consider his competence as his intention. Are we able to see that? Any of you want to reflect any comment or anything related, any examples related to this? You can raise your hand. Many examples from our own home, daily life, even in our classrooms, we can see that the students are coming late and we are shouting at them. Every time they are repeating the same mistake. So how to behave? How we will be able to try, how we can improve their competency rather than doubting the intention. As teachers, we need to improve the competency of the other people. Instead, what we are doing? We are getting irritated. We are shouting at them, saying that you do like this every day. You won't be permitted in the classroom. But we are not checking why it happened. Are we able to see that in our classrooms, in our institutions? And if you want to respond on this, so this is the reason for anger, irritation, doubt on intention is a major reason for problems in relationships. I may not speak to the other for days or even break up the relationship. One may have lost many good friends like this. Yeah, usually this happens to us. Maybe one of our friend is calling many times. My phone was in silent mode. Today it happened with me. I was attending a meeting in the university afternoon. 2 to 4 we were having one meeting. I kept my phone in the silent mode. Even there is no vibration in my phone. If I keep it in don't disturb mode, no vibration. So my friend was calling me several times. I was not picking up the call. Actually, that meeting, it was an urgent meeting. Many of the other teachers, they were not, those who were not able to check the mail, they didn't see this. She was calling me many times. She was sure that I was having no class and I was free during that time. Maybe I'm sitting, yeah, I'm free and sitting in my staff room. Why I'm not seeing the phone? After the meeting, when I took my phone, then only I understood. Oh, she called me. She was having a class from 1 to 3. Actually, this meeting happened at 2 o'clock. It was called as an urgent meeting. She was not aware about this. She was calling me several times after her class at 3 o'clock. When I came back, she kept a note on my table and she left without informing her, without replying to her call, what you are doing, and she was saying many things. But later, I was able to call her back and saying this, oh, this is what happened. It was an urgent meeting. So many such incidents usually happen in our daily life. It can lead to major problems, even in the relationships. Do you have any experience to share? Any of you want to share anything? Similar incidents? Yes. So what we are discussing is doubt on intention is the major reason for problems in relationship. So we can have a self-reflection here. If you have unconditional, continuous trust on intention, natural acceptance of the other, and if the other is lacking competence, what will you do? You just think about a person in your family or anyone. You have unconditional, continuous trust on intention. If the other is lacking competence, what will you do? Try to improve the competence or get irritated, get angry, have a feeling of opposition? A, B, C, or D? What do you think about this? If you have unconditional trust on intention, what will be our reflection or response? Whether it will be a reflection or response, A, B, C, or D? Yes. Manilarji is writing A, try to improve his competence. If we have unconditional trust. But usually what happens? Most of the time, are we able to give such a reflection, response? Or we'll get irritated or angry? If you're not having this assurance that the other want to make me happy, I may think that I may consider his intention as his competence. And accordingly, I may get irritated and angry with a feeling of opposition. Nice. So if trust on intention, with the trust on intention, if I try to improve his competence, responding to the situation, instead, if I am getting irritated, angry, and having a feeling of opposition, it will come as a reaction, doubting the intention of the other person. So response and reaction. Are we able to see these kind of reflections in our daily interactions with other people? So let me ask you this question. How many persons do you have trust on intention? unconditional continuous. You can think about this, not only your immediate family members and others in our institution, among our friend circle, neighbors. You can just think about this question and you can have a reflection on this. How many persons do you have trust on intention? Unconditional, continuous. Can I get some responses? What do you think about this question? There are many people, or one, two, or three. Trust on intention, this is fundamental. It's the foundation of relationship. You can get an idea of the state of your understanding about relationship from this exploration. Feeling born out of understanding can be definite, unconditional, and continuous. And we will have a discussion on this in the coming Wednesday also. By the time, the set of questions what we discussed today about your natural acceptance and about your ability, you can just ask the same set of questions with any other person in your family and try to see the answers just for evaluating the trust. If you are able to see this relationship, it will be helpful in improving the relationship. Thank you. We'll see next Wednesday. Thank you all.
Thank you all the person. Thank you, Deepa Didi. We'll meet again next Wednesday, same time. Namaste, everybody. Namaste.
Namaste.